Hello, Blake Lively here.
Colleen Hoover.
And It Ends With Us is in theaters now, so grab your friends, wear your florals, and head out to see it.
It's fun, it's romance, there's hot guys, there's hot girls, like, there's sobbing, there's crying.
A book about DV?
Well, they cast It Ends With Us wrong, the wardrobe was wrong, the marketing was wrong. Actually, they never should have made that movie.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Lauren. I do random content on my channel whenever I can. So I think many of you all are already aware that It Ends With Us, the movie based off of Colleen Hoover's best-selling book, has released recently and is under a lot of controversy as of right now. So I wanted to talk about it. I did post a TikTok that has gotten a lot of traction. So because of that, as well as seeing other people give their opinions, I wanted to give my opinion. So that's what today's video is about. So before I begin, I do want to stress, please don't send any hate to anyone mentioned in this video. Purpose of this video is to talk about what's going on, give my opinion, give your opinion in the comments, and yeah, let's just get right into it. So small content warning, I will be talking about domestic. I'll be using the term DV to abbreviate it because It Ends With Us does have that as a major plot point. So I just want to stress that to anyone who's uncomfortable with that topic. Feel free to click off the video, but I did want to stress that before we got started. So like mentioned, I posted a TikTok that has done actually pretty well. And I posted about like 2 days ago, and I was talking about the whole Colleen Hoover, Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni thing, and which I'll get into. And I basically had said that I was on Justin Baldoni's side because how did Colleen Hoover think that a nail polish collab to pair with a book about domestic, which I will refer to as DV, how did she think that was good?
Stop it! I have never in my life juggled them balls like this. When my mother's mad at this, it's because she loves me.
So I have never liked Colleen Hoover. I never liked her writing. I never really liked her as a person. And I posted this whole video in which I explained why I didn't like Colleen Hoover, but I guess I'll do it again. So one of the main reasons why I didn't like her was because an incident happened with her son in which her son had essayed a girl, and the girl had went to Colleen Hoover to like get support and whatever. And Colleen had blocked her on social media. So yeah, I don't like her as a person. Already enough, I don't like her writing because in that video I just showed you all, I read some excerpts of her writing, and let's just say it's not the brightest writing for a book.
I laughed. You're responsible for the beautiful part, Rachel. The only thing he got from me was his balls. She laughs. She laughs hard. Oh my God, I know, she says. They're so big.
What the
So yeah, complete bias, if you will. I don't like Colleen Hoover, and I will make that clear. Another thing I don't really like about her is the merchandise that she has tried to put with her books. Specifically, the book It Ends With Us. So that is her most best-selling book. That's her most popular book of all the books she's written. And one of the merch ideas that was canceled because it got so much backlash was a coloring book. It Ends With Us coloring book. Like mentioned, the book has depictions of DV in it. So I don't know how that was a good idea. But a merchandise collab that actually went through, and it happened around the beginning of this year actually, was a nail polish collab. And I remember going to my local Target in DC and seeing that there, and I took a picture of it, and that was the picture I used in my TikTok video. And I was just shocked because why would you think that was okay with a book about that? And honestly, I do want to stress, had the proceeds of the nail polish collab, had that gone to help people in DV situations, that's a different story. I would have been fully behind that. But no, it wasn't. So I'm bringing all of this up mainly because this is relevant to what's going on now. The way this book has been marketed in the past and now how it's been marketed as the movie has been released, it's very tone deaf, like I've said. So what's going on with this drama? So Blake Lively is playing Lily Blossom Bloom. I can't get behind the name, but that's not what this video is about. So Blake Lively's playing Lily, and Justin Baldoni, who's the director, is playing Ryle, who Ryle is the character that harms Lily. So a lot of people are mad because of the PR, the marketing for this movie, as in many interviews, Blake has gone on record and say, grab your girlfriends, grab your florals, making it sound like a rom-com movie.
Hello, Blake Lively here.
Colleen Hoover.
And It Ends With Us is in theaters now, so grab your friends, wear your florals, and head out to see it.
This movie covers domestic violence, but what's important about this film is that she is not just a survivor and she's not just a victim. And while those are huge things to be, they're not her identity. She's not defined by something that someone else did to her or an event that happened to her, even if it's multiple events. She defines herself. And I think that that's deeply empowering to remind people that no one else can define you, no experience can define you, you define you. You really feel like we delivered a story that's emotional and it's fun and it's funny and it's painful and it's scary and it's tragic and it's inspiring, and that's what life is.
And mind you, I have never read the book. I know the premise of the book. I've never read a Colleen Hoover book. I don't mess with her, right? I don't like her. But as someone who knows the premise of the book, why is it being pushed like a rom-com? And a lot of people have read the book. Some people haven't read the book, and a lot of people were in my comment section saying that they thought it was a rom-com because of how it's being pushed. Now, one thing to mention, a lot of people noticed that a lot of the cast are taking pictures together while Justin Baldoni is usually by himself. Now, another thing to mention is Ryan Reynolds apparently had creative direction regarding this movie. Ryan Reynolds is Blake Lively's husband, for those of you guys who don't know. People are speculating that they were trying to make a Barbieheimer thing happen because Ryan Reynolds' movie, Deadpool and Wolverine, was coming out a little bit before It Ends With Us. And people are also speculating that they were trying to get Blake Lively an Oscar nomination for this movie. For a Colleen Hoover book/movie, I don't really see that, but that's just my opinion. The Daily Mail and several other articles have gone on record and said that Justin Baldoni made Blake uncomfortable, which a lot of people on the internet have a hard time believing because, for those of you guys who don't know, Justin Baldoni is a very big advocate for the feminist movement and a lot of things regarding women. And he has gone on record and said that he wanted Blake and Colleen to take control about where to go regarding the movie, especially regarding the depictions of DV, because he felt as a man, he didn't want to depict it from a male's perspective. He wanted to depict it from a female's perspective.
As a man, I'm always going to come with my own biases. And it's one of the reasons I was afraid to direct this movie, let alone act in it. And I wanted to make sure this film always had a female gaze, and I was never putting myself into it. But one of the things that I think is very easy to say, especially for us men, is when we maybe talk to somebody who's in this situation, or we read a book, or we hear a news story, the question that's always asked is, why did she stay? And that's the wrong question.
Yeah.
What we need to be asking ourselves is, why do men harm?
Yes.
And that was the big thing for me. And what I've learned more and more and more of is, like, you know, these women who experience this every single day, there's real love there. You know, there's charm, there's charisma, there's passion, there's this belief that they can be better. And it's not so simple.
So, of course, we don't know the truth of what's going on because a lot of this has been speculation by people on the internet. A lot of people are saying, hey, what if they're trying to paint Justin Baldoni in a negative light by saying he made Blake uncomfortable, this and that. But, of course, we don't know what if Justin Baldoni actually did make her uncomfortable. You know what I mean? And another thing to consider is Blake Lively and her husband, Ryan Reynolds, they have a big say in the media, if you think about it. So they could twist the narrative. And, of course, a lot of people are saying, why are you trusting these people? Because they got married on a plantation, which is very concerning, to say the least. Yeah, I honestly think there's a lot we are probably right about, but, of course, we don't know. And I just think the rollout for this movie is very, very wrong. I don't know why they're promoting the movie as a rom-com, like a cheesy movie you can see with your girlfriends, when a lot of people who have read the book have said that that is not what the book is about. And while Blake and Colleen and all the other actors are promoting it as like this, oh, get your florals, oh, there's a lot of hot girls, hot guys, and Justin Baldoni is actually talking about the issues of DV, you know, it's very concerning because that is a major plot point in the book, apparently. I guess what also bothers me, but at the same token, I'm not surprised given what I told you all in the beginning, is that Colleen has constantly marketed the book as like a rom-com book from the beginning with the merchandise she has been doing, like the coloring book, the nails. She's been pushing this book as something it really isn't and has been completely taking away the main serious topic that 1 in 4 women have or are currently dealing with in their lifetime. And apparently, according to people in my comment section, I could be wrong, Colleen made the book as it was loosely based off her mother. Her mother was a loose inspiration for this book.
And then I read the reason why Colleen wrote the movie. It was for her mother, who had a real life experience like this. You know, she was Lily Bloom.
So I guess that's also like why are you marketing the book like that if your mother possibly went through that? I guess that's all I can think of. But of course, like I said, apparently I'm not sure if it's true. And if the proceeds from the merchandise that were paired with this book, if they were donated to help victims of DV, that's a different story. I would get behind that in a heartbeat. But the fact that it isn't, and they are all briefly talking about it in their interviews, is actually kind of sad. Because it's not talked about a lot in the media, and everybody refrains from talking about it and bringing light to this situation. And you have your one male director talking about it while everyone else is staying silent, and Blake Lively is promoting her hair care line. You get what I mean? There's an issue going on. Now, apparently, people have speculated that the movie was actually supposed to come out much earlier. But because Ryan Reynolds, who was working on It Ends With Us, because his movie, Deadpool and Wolverine, was coming out on July 26th, many people speculate that Ryan Reynolds had It Ends With Us pushed till August 9th. So it could come out around the time Deadpool and Wolverine came out, so they could have their Barbieheimer moment. The difference with Barbieheimer was that was not a planned thing. The movies just came out by themselves at the same time. And one of them was about, girlhood, and the other one was about World War II. They were contrasting each other. Nobody planned for that. You know what I mean? I don't know. I guess this whole thing is a mess. And then you have people, of course, saying, why is Justin Baldoni working with Colleen Hoover? Out of all the authors he could have picked, why Colleen Hoover? And then, of course, people are answering to that he wanted to bring awareness to the situation of DV. Now, of course, this whole thing is still going on, especially because It Ends With Us released 3 days ago. So I wanted to give my opinion on it. I did want to talk about it. So yeah, I guess that's it. This is my friendly reminder that I will never read a Colleen Hoover book, and that I don't really support her. And maybe that opinion is gonna make people think this video has bias, but at the same token, this is my opinion. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and comment down below what else you guys want me to talk about on my channel. Yeah, I guess that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time on my channel. Bye, guys.